The Great Barrier breathes around me, a labyrinth of iridescent coral, as I seek the polished skin fruit for the mirrored pear recipe. A damp, saline scent mingled with something metallic and ancient fills the air, while my fingers scrape along calcified ledges. I spot a perfect ruby-like orb, its polished skin reflecting my distorted face, glowing faintly behind a pulsing anemone. This place vibrates with untold energies, making my skin prickle as a sharp current tugs my arm, almost dislodging me. Bracing myself, muscles straining, I snatch the surprisingly cool and slick fruit, biting into it with a sweet electric jolt. A shimmering, ethereal projection immediately erupts from my chest, my deepest culinary thoughts coalescing into a three-dimensional hologram. My desperate yearning for taste, my private world of recipes and longing is laid bare before me, a swirling nebula. This is the terrifying discovery of the fruit's true power. The mirrored pear isn't just a dish, it's a raw confession. My perception of ingredients and their potential impacts just evolved significantly, shifting everything. The Great Barrier stretches endless, blue, a world of shifting light and shadow. I knead the polished skin fruit from my mirrored pear recipe. It gleams from a deep coral crevice. Jagged, bioluminescent crystalline formations guard the fruit, their edges sharp. The water around them feels thick, dragging my every move as I press forward. I push through the resistant current, my body scraping against abrasive coral, fingers trembling to snatch the glowing orb. A stinging spray of salt water blasts my face as I wrench the fruit free. My whole arm tingles from the strenuous pull. Immediately, a powerful briny scent, like iron mixed with seafoam, floods my senses, sharp and metallic. The fruit's polished skin instantly mirrors my own grim reflection. But deeper, I see blurry, swirling colors behind my eyes. They shift like internal thought echoes, indistinct yet undeniably present. A sharp, searing pain erupts as a hidden crystal shard slices deep into my palm. But my hand feels strangely detached. My cursed taste blindness seems to extend beyond flavor. Even this physical pain feels distant, a dull echo against the vibrant fruit. The fruit, sensing my injury, intensifies its internal display, projecting fragments of my own confusing emotions into the water. My curse isn't just about taste now. It's about seeing what others, and perhaps even myself, truly feel. I step onto the Great Barrier. Every surface shimmers, distorting light. The air smells like ozone and damp stone, a metallic tang pricking my nose. My eyes ache, struggling to focus. Locating the polished skin fruit feels impossible. Reflections dance, doubling my image, twisting paths as I target the highest ridge. My hand brushes a cool, smooth wall, polished like black glass, showing my face, subtly different, mocking me. Suddenly, a cluster of crimson fruit appears, camouflaged against the dark, reflective surface. Its skin isn't just polished, it's a perfect mirror. I reach out, fingers tracing its cold, smooth curve. A faint, sweet scent, like candied apples, tickles my nostrils. As I pluck one, dizziness hits. My mind flashes with fragmented images, my mother's face, a shadowed figure, a giant spoon. The fruit pulsed in my hand. This isn't merely reflective, it shows what's inside me. My curse, fears, thoughts, all projected. The mirrored pear isn't about taste, it's a window. I clutch the fruit, its chill spreading. This discovery changes everything. Understanding its effect is crucial for the recipe. Now I know the mirrored pear's true purpose. I must protect this powerful ingredient. The purification journey just became deeply personal. I plunge into the Great Barrier, the chilling water immediately pressing in around me, a heavy, cold embrace. My objective is clear: locate the polished skin fruit. The vast reef hums with an almost imperceptible energy, a silent symphony of alien life, painted in colors my cursed eyes cannot fully discern. My nose twitches, a deep, primal scent of ancient, iron-rich brine filling my senses, sharp and metallic, clinging to the air bubbles. I push past towering, iridescent anemones, feeling their soft, sticky tentacles brush against my exposed skin. An unpleasant squirm. The relentless current fights me, a constant, unseen hand pushing me off my intended path, making every kick a struggle. This is the complication. Ahead, nestled deep within a vibrant, labyrinthine coral fortress, I finally spot them. Fruits with skin like highly polished glass, perfectly reflecting the distorted reef around them, shimmering with an inner light. They seem to almost pulsate. I reach out, my gloved fingers brushing against the cold, unnervingly smooth surface. The fruit feels surprisingly firm, almost like stone, yet subtly yielding under my careful pressure. As I pluck one free from its coral cradle, a ripple of shimmering, holographic light escapes it. For a split second, it briefly projects a vague, swirling form of shifting, formless ideas. This is my startling discovery. The other remaining fruits in the cluster dim slightly, their reflections growing dull. The immediate consequence: the surrounding coral fortress, once seemingly inanimate, starts to contract, its living polyps retracting rapidly, sealing off access to the remaining fruits as if protecting its bounty. This place, once welcoming, now feels actively hostile, a clear progression. My curse feels a fraction heavier, a subtle pull linking me more deeply to this sentient ingredient and its secrets. The environment is now overtly reacting to my presence, a definite shift. The Great Barrier shimmers, a wall of pure rainbow-edged crystal. My objective is clear: retrieve the polished skin fruit clinging to these iridescent shelves. A faint, sweet scent, like candied roses, guides me, piercing through my usual taste blindness for a moment. I reach out, my fingers scraping against the glass-like texture of the wall. This fruit feels cool and smooth, like liquid obsidian, reflecting my own distorted image. My complication surfaces as I try to pluck one. The fruit resists, as if rooted to the barrier itself, vibrating with a low hum. I brace my feet against a jagged crystal outcrop, pulling harder. This is a battle of wills, a physical struggle against the environment. With a final grunt, I wrench it free. A tiny burst of warm, tangy vapor escapes, bathing my hand. Then, the discovery. A shimmering projection erupts from the fruit, a transparent, silent hologram of my deepest craving, a perfectly rendered, intensely flavored, vibrant peach. My gut clenches, a hollow ache for a taste I can only imagine. The consequence hits immediately. This fruit reflects thoughts, not just external images. My curse suddenly feels heavier, the phantom taste more real, more painful. The fruit's magic amplifies my longing. This is a progression shift. My ingredients are now mirrors of the soul, not just physical components. The barrier's fruit forces me to confront my own internal desires, exposing the true weight of my taste blindness. The simple act of harvesting becomes a psychological trial. I need the polished skin fruit for the mirrored pear, found among the shimmering coral structures of the Great Barrier. The barrier isn't walls, but sensory overload. Every surface reflects ideas. Near the fruit, private thoughts become tangible, shimmering projections. I feel a prickling unease, a scent of metallic anxiety and burnt sugar fills the air as vague failures flicker. I focus, pushing past the chaos. My gloved hand extends, slow and deliberate, reaching for a ripe fruit. I bite my lip, controlling my racing mind. As my fingers brush the fruit, a vivid 3D hologram erupts. Me, at 10, crying over a bland dish, a ghost begging for taste. My deepest despair, exposed. This fruit projects emotions. This sudden, raw vulnerability makes me flinch. My hand spasms, dropping the fruit onto glowing coral. It bounces, sending fragmented emotional echoes across the barrier. The taste blindness curse pulses, a cold ache behind my eyes. This isn't just cooking. It's confronting inner demons. My curse isn't just taste. It's my fear of being truly seen, made literal by this ingredient. I scan the vast, shimmering expanse of the Great Barrier, searching for the polished skin fruit amidst the iridescent coral walls. My objective is to secure the core ingredient for the mirrored pear, but a little resonant hum vibrating through the water makes my chest tighten, hinting at the living nature of this environment. The air carries a metallic tang like distant lightning, overlaid with a sickly sweet perfume of decaying ocean flora. Adding to this complication, as I spot a cluster of fruit nestled within pulsing gelatinous coral. With a deep breath, I reach out and cup one smooth orb-like fruit. Its polished surface is deceptively soft, almost like warm skin under my fingers. A surprising contrast to the harsh surroundings. A sudden, sharp electric shock jolts up my arm, making my muscles clench, and the scent of burnt sugar and ozone explodes in my nostrils as I snatch my hand away, my fingers prickling. A vivid, fleeting image flashes before my eyes, projected from the fruit's surface. A blur of fear, my own terrified expression staring back. A direct discovery that the fruit reacted defensively by showing my internal thoughts. The consequence is immediate. My arm feels numb, and a ghostly echo of that fear lingers, teaching me the fruit isn't just a projector, but a living defender, reflecting the eater's true emotions. My progression shifts profoundly. Harvesting this ingredient requires not just culinary skill, but absolute control over my own volatile, cursed internal thoughts. I step onto the crystalline shore of the Great Barrier. A deep mineral tang fills the air, cool and sharp, echoing ancient secrets. Everything here shimmers, refracting light into dazzling splinters. My objective? The polished skin fruit for the mirrored pear. I scan the landscape. There it is, suspended over a pulsing chasm, a single fruit, its surface a perfect obsidian mirror. But a shimmer distorts my vision. As I approach, the fruit splits, multiplying into an illusionary maze. This visual trap causes dizzying disorientation. My skin tingles, tiny barbs pricking my fingertips. I squint, focusing on the true gleam amidst chaotic reflections. With a grunt, I push through the visual assault. My hand reaches out, muscles taut, ignoring swirling distortions. I grasp the fruit. The moment my fingers close around its smooth, cool skin, it pulses. A vibrant, three-dimensional hologram erupts. A swirling vortex of blurred shapes and muted colors, representing my taste blindness, a chaotic void. The consequence is immediate. The vision is profoundly unsettling. It's an active emptiness, visually confirmed. The curse feels heavier, no longer internal, but external, projected. This mirrored pear isn't just a recipe. It's a window into my affliction. Progression. The curse now manifests externally through my creations. The Great Barrier shimmers, an impossible wall of iridescent life stretching into the deep. A sharp, brackish scent, faintly metallic, stings my nostrils. My objective is clear. Gather the polished skin fruit, nestled deep within the living crystalline formations. Its surface gleams, beckoning me closer. As I extend my hand, razor-sharp polyps retract, then spring forward, defending their prize. A sudden prickling sensation races up my arm as I graze a cluster. This barrier isn't passive. It pushes back with alien sentience. I press on, my fingers aching, finally grasping the smooth, cool skin of a single fruit. It pulses faintly. I take a swift bite. Its explosive sweetness, a burst of cool, ozone-kissed juice, immediately jolts through me. Before my eyes, a shimmering three-dimensional hologram erupts from my chest, depicting a vibrant, perfect kitchen, then twisting into a shadowed version of myself, blindly stirring, unable to taste. My deepest frustration, my raw yearning for true flavor, made visible. This fruit mirrors my cursed soul. The vision flickers, leaving a profound, hollow ache. I just witnessed my own hunger, the raw, undeniable craving for the flavors my curse denies in vivid detail. This isn't just about finding ingredients. It's about understanding the prison built within me. The fruit reveals the crushing weight of my curse, forcing me to confront the endless loop of my culinary longing. My quest now becomes a journey inward, using these strange ingredients to navigate the torment of my own mind. My objective is clear. Prepare this iridescent polished skin fruit into the mirrored pear, then consume it. I need to understand its secrets to purify its bizarre magic. I find a precarious perch atop a giant jagged coral spire, barnacled and slick, its edges sharp against my fingertips. With a small pouch of coarse, crystallized sugar, I begin to gently rub the fruit's smooth surface, watching its natural iridescence shift. As my fingers move, a bizarre, almost electric scent begins to permeate the humid, briny air around me, a sharp, metallic tang, like rust mixed with sea salt, and a hint of burning sugar. My skin tingles, a strange vibration against the fruit. The shimmering currents of the Great Barrier suddenly feel more intense, swirling around me, amplifying the fruit's nascent glow. As I continue polishing, a faint, translucent aura starts to pulse, then quickly intensifies. Erupting from the fruit like a silent explosion, a chaotic, fragmented hologram materializes directly before my eyes, a maelstrom of dull, muted grays and bitter earthen browns, twisting into shapes that feel like soundless screams and forgotten flavors. This is my own taste blindness, rendered visually. A sudden, overwhelming wave of profound nausea washes over me, choking me with its pure, distilled despair. The raw, unfiltered void of my own sensory deprivation, made horrifyingly manifest, causes me to flinch violently, my heart hammering as I almost tumble from my precarious coral perch into the deep abyss below. The mirrored pear is not just a thought projector, it's a psychic mirror, reflecting the core of my curse. Its purification now feels intensely personal, a battle not just against an ingredient's magic, but against my own fragmented inner world, made cruelly real by the barrier's shimmering depths.